Take a drink of water, everyone. Get strapped in. So, first off, I'd like to give a shout out to Kid Former. Thanks for subscribing, buddy. And if you would, like, I may not, once I get a bigger channel, it'll stop. But for now, if you just type "I subbed" in the comments, then or if you sub to me and then leave a comment, I'll probably heart your comment if I see it. So, yeah, that's just to give credit to you guys, and it helps me out if y'all comment. So, if you would, please, and thank you for the comments. I don't really know how YouTube works anymore, so I just hope that's what it's supposed to do. Yeah, please like and subscribe and all that good stuff. But let's get into the video. So, this is going to be, what if Deku was a Transformer? Now, you guys might be questioning, what Transformer is he? Is he going to be Optimus Prime, or is he going to be Bumblebee, or one of those other ones? No. He's going to be a Transformer I've never heard of, but I like what she turns into. I think I might do a Femme Deku. No, I'm just gonna make it so he has. How's that said? Acree, Arcee is the name. It's the one that can turn into a motorcycle, or at least the one that I found on Wikipedia. So I wanted to do a Transformer, but I wanted it to be a motorcycle. So, yeah. And Deku's quirk is, I'm not sure if I should make it a transformation or a mutation, or maybe both. But I think I might just, I'll say it's a transformation type quirk. Kind of like Kirishima's kind of like a hardening quirk or something that changes your body. So, or something like that. So it'll be something kind of like that. So after that, it's going to be so name is going to be Izuku Midoriya. I'm going to change Hisashi's quirk. So I'm going to make it to where his quirk is called Good Driver. It essentially makes him like the best driver of vehicles and can operate just about any vehicle. And that's going to mix with Inko's quirk to create this one. So, yeah. It doesn't matter. Hisashi's not going to be around. Or he might be later on. Who knows? Also, I would just like to say that Deku can drive a car. He's also going to be a bit bigger than a normal person. Not by much, but a bit bigger. Right. And he's going to be... Yeah, he's going to be a bit bigger when he's born. Like 5 pounds heavier than a normal kid. Like a few pounds heavier than a normal kid would weigh. So, I don't know what the average weight is, and I'm not going to look it up. So, if you want to, you can. But, excuse me. Let's get right into the video. Alright, so, everything goes the same up until Bakugo gets his explosion quirk. And then he goes to the quirk doctor. Like, turns out it's explosives. Big surprise. We already knew what it meant, what he had. However, I think I might change the chemical he sweats. Like, we all know he sweats a nitroglycerin or a nitroglycerin-like chemical. Yeah, that's not what's going to happen here. In this one, no, I'm not going to change it. Not going to change it. I was thinking about making it so he sweats gasoline instead, but no, I ain't doing that. So, yeah. Izuku is going. So the next day, he is. Deku is having a little bit of a fight with a kid, and all of a sudden, a club just appears in his hand, or at least what looks like a club, or a tonfa, or a nightstick, if you know what that means. And he just whacks the kid in the side with it, like, like, like he's about to punch the kid, but it just summons, it just appears in his hand, and he just punches him with the baton, pretty much. And he says, I'd say there's some, I'd say there's an a-hole that had a mutation quirk that kind of bullied the kids before they got, the rest of them got their quirks. I think I'm gonna do that. And yeah, Deku. Nah, Izuku is going to. Yeah, Izuku's gonna be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like he didn't mean for that to happen. It just did. And remember, these things are made out of metal, so he didn't hit him anywhere important. Like he hit him in the chest or the arm or something, so he didn't get messed up too badly. But like, I'd say he got hit in the shoulder, so it like might have, so it hurt really really bad, and it might have popped it out, and it had to, and then immediately just popped back in. No, it just hurt really really bad. It's like, it's kind of like a teenager punching. It's kind of like a 14-year-old punching a 10-year-old in the shoulder. No, a 9-year-old. That's the equivalent of the damage done. That's the only way I might be able to explain what happened. And then Izuku realizes that, hey, where did this come from? And like one of the teachers saw, like they just saw Deku essentially just pull a weapon on another student. Not like he saw it, he didn't. Like the teacher saw it just happened, and that Deku just awakened his quirk, and he didn't actually mean to do that. So Inko gets a call. Inko Midoriya, could you please come pick up your son? He has awakened his quirk and needs to go to the quirk doctor. So yeah. And then that's gonna happen. And then they go to the quirk doctor. Doctor says, quite an interesting quirk. It appears he can do a few. His quirk is limited in what he can do. It's a transformation type quirk essentially, but it also has a few other things. He can. Well, for starters, he was able to make that tonfa, and it would appear he's able to make some type of ranged weapon, but we do not know what it is. No, it appears he is also able to make guns that shoot energy. We don't understand how that works, and every time we try to separate the guns from him, they just kind of, we can't, because like it's actually his arm that turns into the gun, and that's just kind of strange, because like it's metal, but it came from his arm, so it did a little bit of more. So we originally just thought it might have been like an emitter type quirk, but then after that we dug a bit deeper, found out it's actually a transformation type quirk. So he is able to turn into this large humanoid creature, I guess, made completely out of metal. It's about how large is acree? Like, how tall is she? It's about. Yeah, I don't see anything about her height here. Uh, Let me look at this. ARZEHIGHT. So, so, ooh, acree is about 6 foot tall, and Deku I'd say is about 3 feet tall in this. So at this point, he's able to turn, or he's about 3 feet tall at this age, and he's able to turn into this thing that's about it's about 4'9", cause like or whatever the average height for a Japanese male to be at that age is like plus 1 foot and maybe a bit more. That's essentially what is that. So, what's the height of the average Japanese male? HIGHTJAPAN. According, so the average height of a male is 5'2". So that's about 3 inches shorter than I am. Sweet. Go to Japan and I'm tall-ish. Yeah. And it's 5'9" for one. But, you know. So I'd say Deku's like 3'3", and he can turn into like 4'5", I'd say. Like, when Deku becomes but by the time he's in UA, he's gonna be like 6 feet tall and is transformed. No, he's gonna be 7 foot. His normal human height is gonna max out at 6 feet tall, but then when he transforms, is gonna be 7 foot. His max height for transformed is 7 foot. But yeah, so he's about a foot taller in his robot form than in his human. And it would have, and the doctor kind of explains that, but better than I did. And Deku is going, and he says that it appears there's a bit more, but we don't know that he can transform into something else as well, but we don't know what that is. And Inko's like, that doesn't sound like either of my quirk or Hasashi's. The doctor explains, well, sometimes there's a mutation in a quirk when someone is born, so they get a quirk that is not like their mother or father's. And it actually did. This is just a mutation of their quirks, not a mutation of the quirk. So like, there's a difference. Like there's combination quirk. It's kind of like a combination quirk. Like it's not a half and half quirk, but it's not one quirk. It's like when two quirks come together and synergize just right, you get a combination quirk. And yeah, that happens. And Izuku just says, "Oh wow!" And he asks the doctor, "Can I be a hero with my quirk?" And he says, "Young man, you can be an excellent hero with this quirk." And Izuku gets all happy because that's all he wants to do in his life is have a. That's all he wants in this life is to be a hero. He doesn't care about anything else. And he's not going to get one for all in this. And I might give him a few more acrees transformations. Might. Yeah. But when they walk out of the doctor's office, Izuku sees the first vehicle Izuku sees is a motorcycle. And the moment he sees it, it's like he scans it. He's able to see every intricacy in it. How the combustion, where the gas tank is, where all the little hydraulics are. He just knows where they are. And then he just clicks in his head. Or it doesn't click in his head, but like, and he just like, I wonder. And he says he'll have to test that when he gets home. And he does. Like, so they go home. Izuku thinks about the motorcycle. He thinks about being the motorcycle. It doesn't work. So he transforms into his robot form. And then thinks about being a motorcycle. Like the doctor told him, in order to transform, you have to think about what you're transforming into. And you have to think about that. And something weird going on. But yeah, that happens. And he is able to turn into a motorcycle. And he just says, then can the Transformers talk? Yeah, they can. And he just says, like, he's in the backyard or in the garage. I'd say, or something like that. Maybe in his room. I don't know. Maybe living room. And he just says, "Hey, Mom, look at this." And then Inko runs downstairs, comes around the corner into the kitchen, and she just sees a motorcycle. Like a blue motorcycle. Because like, Deku's transformed state is going to be blue, as are his weapons. Ooh. So yeah, that's going to happen. Izu. And Inko's going to, why is there a motorcycle? And Inko's going to yell, why is there a motorcycle in our house? And then Izuku's going to speak again. Mom, it's me. And Inko goes, Izuku? Maybe you did get. Maybe it had to do with your father's quirk. Because his father wasn't exactly looked up, wasn't exactly seen as strong because of his quirk, but who was seen as an excellent racer. It's like, that's how he makes his money. He travels around the world in like F1 cars. It's like and he's kind of well known. You know, yeah. And his and the Medoras have a decent sized house. A bit bigger than the Kotsky house. Was it the Kotsky house or which one was their first name? Kotsky or Bakugo? I think it was Kotsky. So yeah. They have a bigger and better house than they do. Just because their dad, like, no one knows what Sashi's quirk is, and he doesn't tell them. Because, like, they think maybe he just doesn't need or maybe his quirk isn't useful for this. Because, like, no one's seen him use it, and so no one knows what it is. Because in this world, quirks are allowed to be used in racing, or at least in this specific type of racing. And it has to be done on specially made tracks. But yeah. So yeah, they have some money. So no one knows what Hisashi's quirk actually is, except for his family. Oh, my butthole's cramping. Oh, that does not feel good. Oh, ooh, that hurts. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it off in just a moment. But yeah, so yeah, I think I'm gonna end it off here. Stay safe, everyone. I'll be recording the next one in a bit, but I gotta deal with this. Bye.